Hello Cancer, how's everybody doing? Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Saying something about like a conversation or messaging, Cancer. Ooh, starting off with the Ten of Swords. So something ended and you don't know how you feel about it. Maybe still trying to figure out how you feel about it. Maybe just walking away from it altogether. It's very interesting what I'm seeing. I'm kind of getting this notion of like something ends and you could have been in a space where you're like, I feel like there are a lot of like unresolved emotions here. And maybe just like a lack of closure in some sort of way. And instead of like sticking around and sorting through, I'm seeing you like immediately move away from it. It's like, I don't have time to like sort through all of these like Seven of Cups here. I'm just like walking away from this, and it's not working for me anymore. Like, I don't want to sit around like being confused about this. And I'm seeing it even be like walking directly into like possibly even another relationship or a partnership, one that you feel like maybe is gonna meet your needs, where maybe something else lacked too. Yeah, I'm seeing it like turn immediately. It's like you find another person, you're in a relationship with them like very quickly right after, and then it's like there's arguing and there's fighting. This feels very much like a roller coaster energy. It's like, I'm seeing it be like you meet somebody, you have great chemistry with them, then things get very official, and then it's like, why are we fighting now? Like, things don't feel very Four of Wands anymore. They feel very Five of Wands now. I'm seeing like the more like grounded you feel and you allow yourself to be as you're moving through this, the better off this is going to be. Because like the Five of Wands may be something that is like a tiff or an argument or a disagreement, and it's something that can be resolved if both parties are willing to do that. And I am seeing the Ten of Cups on the other side of it. Maybe you're just feeling stressed out. So this is about you. I'm hearing purchasing. This is about you asking yourself, like, hey, what is it that I'm looking for when it comes to connection, when it comes to fulfillment, when it comes to like intimacy, when it comes to sharing emotionally, all of those things. And how do I communicate that? What it is that I need, what it is that I'm looking for. What's your intuition telling you? There's a notion here of needing to listen up to something, Cancer. How do we get back on track? I feel like this is also about like making this about you in a way where you're like, what am I like really looking for? Like, what am I hoping to like achieve by doing this? Like, why am I standing this way? Why am I saying these things? Like, what's my intention here? And if I'm really checking in with myself, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to like create even to meet my own needs? Even rather than expecting somebody else to, or like being angry with them for not like maybe doing something that you could potentially be doing for yourself. It seems like there's a check-in that's needed, a check-in that's happening. I feel like you even like looking into the future and seeing like the trajectory of where something is going. I'm seeing you see something very, very clearly about the path ahead. I'm seeing there even be this notion of like flipping a coin and being like, heads it's going to keep going, tails it's going to be over, like let's flip it, I don't know which way it's going to go. But like karmically fate speaking, it's kind of like a toss up, it could go either way here. I'm seeing too, like, in some ways you could be running hot, or like a relationship or a dynamic could be running hot, and this may be the time to press pause as well, so as not to burn everything out, to like not burn the circuit board, to not like overheat it, to not overwhelm it, to not overstimulate it. So taking a pause on something so you can kind of reorient yourself, because I'm seeing it be like, okay, you have this vision of like where things are going, and you may be in a place where you're like, you know what, I need to rethink something here. Because I'm seeing you reflecting on something that's going on. Even this like quick change up energy. There may be something that you're managing, something that you're prioritizing, and maybe like feeling the need to do that as well. So Cancer, I'm looking at Gemini, I'm looking at the moon, I'm looking at Jupiter, and also Virgo. Yeah, I'm seeing there be this notion with the Hermit, and this is like you in your reflective time. It's like you looking within and being like, okay, if I make this decision, like things are going to go this way. If I make that decision, things are going to go that way. It's like you playing the tape to the end based off of like what decision you're going to make or which way you're going to go with something. Now, what's coming to fruition? I'm seeing the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords here. If the King of Pentacles is you, this can be you figuring out which way that you want to be going within your career. To me, like, that doesn't, it sounds like it only loosely relates to this, but I am seeing that be like one of the arcs here. It's like something becomes very clear, very obvious to you about like where it is even that you belong or what you're meant to be doing. And I'm seeing you like receive an answer about this and be like, I can make something come of that. I can do something with this. But that's going to mean a whole lot of changes for me. I'm seeing you do a very, very big switch up here with something. It's like maybe even the way that you create is going through some sort of transformation. I'm hearing as an artist. So you can get what you're looking for, because maybe you felt like you weren't being compensated before. Like, as much as this can be a relationship where you feel like things were like maybe unfair or out of balance with someone, but this can also be within your work life too. It's like maybe you're ending like a job or something like that and seeking your happiness, or ending like a business partnership. But it can also be like something within your personal life too. But yeah, for some of you, I'm seeing there be this big notion of you like having reflected and been like, I see this coming to fruition, and I recognize myself as like stepping into this role and playing this role, and I see that with clarity, and I know that like this is the space that I want to manifest from, and if I do this, I know that it's going to create the change I want to like get what it is that I want to receive. So it's like to be compensated in the way that I want to, for example, can definitely be related to entrepreneurship, business related for sure. So you end something that wasn't working for you anymore, and you feel a sense of relief and happiness because you feel like you're following your pursuit of happiness. There's still something going on with like possibly some unresolved emotions, but I'm seeing you even set boundaries to not get caught up in something. It's kind of like you end something and you may be kind of dealing with like the after effect of that, but rather than getting caught up in it, it's like reminding yourself of like why you're doing this in the first place, and being like, I know that I'm meant to be going in this direction because I wasn't feeling like connected or like fulfilled or satisfied before, so that's why I'm following my intuition, and it's very clear to me that I'm being led in this particular direction. And this can be working on something that you feel passionate about. It can be a very particular project. It can be working with a specific person. It can be working with like some sort of medium that you even feel like you're coming into union with. It's like something that very much resonates with you, whether this be like a person, an activity, whatever it is with the lovers, because it doesn't have to be another person. It can be you even feeling like you are finding a calling of yours, discovering a calling of yours, and seeing like how hugely you can manifest from that space. And I'm seeing like there's also a relationship, possibly even a home or a foundation, that you are still sorting out like what you want to do with that thing. And I'm seeing you get to a place where like something is changing in a very big way. And I'm seeing there also be a sense of conflict either with somebody that you're in a relationship with, or you feeling internal conflict. And I'm seeing you like looking within and asking yourself about like what is it that you need, what is it that you expect, like what are your standards, what are you hoping to like get from this. And maybe even asking yourself like, is this something that I want to continue, is this useful for me, do I feel like what it is that I'm like expecting or needing I can find from this, like is it worth fighting for, whatever that is. So this can very much be like job and also relationship, all of those things. But for some of you, you may feel like a relationship may potentially, a relationship or like even a home situation or like a location of a home, something like that may be like possibly stopping you from doing something that you want to do and like causing some sort of conflict or controversy. And that may be something that you're looking into. Like, is it worth bearing this and pursuing what I want to pursue, or do I feel like it's not? Is it not worth it to me? To go over the signs again, I'm looking at Gemini moon, Jupiter, Virgo, Mercury, and Scorpio. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.